Your presence is a present.
I think that every person has a different way with dealing with their stress or their anxiety. So I kind of just help them discover what helps them. Like exercising helps for me, but maybe for someone else it's drawing.
When I'm working out, I don't think about the stress as much, and I'm focused on slowly finishing that workout. You know, I'm at peace.
When you're in a situation like that, that's one thing you want to do is just get your mind off of it. And when I'm, upset or anyway, I rap, I make music, I make beats, I make them how I feel. It's easier, it's a release for me, and go back to it weeks later and be like, whoa, this is dope, Because even though it was a bad time for me, I could still get it out in some shape or form.
Everyone knows my siblings. Everyone's like, oh, you're your brother's older sister, or like, oh, you're your sister's younger sister. And it's kind of like difficult because they're both so well known. It's kind of hard to like, I'm also here, I'm also a person. I'm very different than my siblings. They both play basketball, they're both really intelligent in math, and I'm kind of more of like the artsy sibling. My dad was a little bit disappointed that I didn't want to play basketball. I just was not good at it. I couldn't play basketball to save my life. But it's kind of hard because I feel like I'm failing by like not being able to reach those standards. I had spent like a lot of time trying to figure out where I was at, but I never really like found what my thing was until I joined choir. My friend Emma had asked me to join because she's like, you can sing and I don't know why you're not in choir. So I joined and I kind of just found my own thing. So like finding my own thing really helped me kind of cope with that, because that was something of my own that my sister and my brother, they can't do that. So it kind of made me feel like I had like more importance, and it kind of gave me like that boost of self-confidence. And I had to kind of like teach myself that I'm my own person. Like the way I do things isn't going to be the same way.
For my junior year of high school, I switched schools. For the entire first semester of my junior year, I hated it. Being alone at a huge school where there's 2,500 people and I felt like I was always just the one person walking alone in the hall. I cried myself to sleep a lot because I felt lost and like I had no one that I could talk to at school. And then I also felt really depressed because I was missing out on the lives of my friends at my old school. So I'm involved in Youth to Youth. I have a lot of friends that I saw every week on Wednesdays, and even though I was at a new school, they helped me feel comfortable and like I had a place that I belonged. After the second semester started, I kind of forced myself out of my shell and I made new friends, and they brought me into their social life at the school, and now I love the school more than my old school.
Yeah, I'm a really big planner because I think sometimes we think about all of these things, but we don't write them down or put them on something in front of us that we can tangibly see that maybe it's not so much, and maybe you can take a deep breath, go step by step, and check everything off and get things done. I make a list of everything that I have to get done that week for school, and by the item, I'll write Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I know exactly what I'm gonna do. It just gives me a bunch of control over how my week's gonna go. You know, if I choose to go out to the football game on Friday, I know that I'm gonna have to make up the Friday homework I assigned for myself.
So for me, what I do to cope is I have my own mental chart. And I start with, is there a problem? If it's no, I don't need to worry. But if it's yes, I go to, can I fix it? What can I do to fix it? Is there a way for me to fix it? If the answer is yes, then there's nothing to worry about because I just have to take those steps and I'll be done. If it's no and I can't do anything, then there's nothing to worry about because it's not in my hands. So that allows me to say, okay, it brings me down to earth, first of all, but it makes me say, okay, there's nothing I can do. I just have to stay there and do my best and try, and whatever happens, happens.